we'll talk more about that as well. First boys started happening in the off.
When you're out there in the winter and
ground ball, second base. Vivas DH had some rotator cuff surgery. Varsho lifting that one out to right field.
This is a big question mark as well as Boone. So what makes
the top of the lineup, in your opinion, and get up
into scoring position if he had it?
Loper Fido to first, Goldschmidt on.
A lot of times young hitters spotting his fastballs. You have some life on his fastball.
Stop that big.
Maybe you have those guys lead off.
Lead off homer for. Brings up Aaron Judge.
Do a great job last year in that. Change the leadoff perspective as far as
the big boys coming up. You got Judge, Bellinger into short. This offseason, even as a veteran, feels like they have something.
The first half, he comes from maybe not having that great E5 guy, Bellinger. 2020 phone, he just drops to head.
Half. So there are obvious signs that 0-2 pitch from Rodriguez and Bowden Francis for that 5th spot.
And Gossman, you had him in there. They were 9th on Dare out as far as
on the team. Kelly, we've talked about.
So they're going to lose a lot of guys.
The end of next season. 1-2 up of the first as he faces the 4-5s, pops it up.
Little jam shot. 86 to 87 now. To the plate, then he'll have some success.
In 2 2/3. 2-1 pitched. Ethan Lukes.
That exact same pitch.
1-1 pitch.
Or slider, a backdoor breaking ball.
Ground base hit for Barger. Stroman against Leo Jimenez. Chopper to third.
Velasquez camp, but heading back up. Cashman, how the Yankees were.
Smith, and he's opened some eyes as well.
Here with 3 weeks to go.
Shattered bat to Rod.
About 8 to 10 ball games. And even having him in the field and has
out. So maybe early in the season.
DH there. So maybe that's an occasion. Never plays.
Vasquez. As Riley Terada. Be around for a while, and suddenly there's this contact as he tries to get him again to Terada. Here we go again on 3-2.
And he's kicking himself all the way back to the dugout.
Extend himself into a game.
Into the game, so he wants early con.
Wagner, another ground ball to second.
Down, just changing the eye level, really
up there.
That's the last pitch going with it and get a good feel.
2-2 pitch. Show hitting that one out to Dowder, out just over the wall and right. 1-1 pitch. For his second base hit of the game. Situation getting into games.
Yeah, you look at last year.
1-2 pitch coming up to Judge. Cody Bellinger followed Austin Wells. And Austin
Wells. Many doubles down the line.
Wells.
That's going to start a good year.
Dom Smith will be there
in this game, because my question is what?
I think he's a really good hitter. A pretty high on base percentage guy. I don't know what that means. I mean, against a left-handed pitcher, you know, I do.
Soto Judge combination right behind.
And for example, I had that lineup, and while
out to right, Judge will handle it. Teams. Jays Ryan Jennings. The way.
You don't usually see that. You only.
He will not go that route. His bat. And Grisham on the move.
Big leagues.
Peraza RBI.
So it's like
that platoon at third base has. Grisham will come around to score. On the move, Heineman throws down. 3-1 lead. 2-0 pitch. 2-2 pitch. By your local Ford stores.
First impressions of being a hitter.
I'm not trying to win or whoever. It's important to get on base for him.
At a high clip. Relaying that information to guys in the middle.
Behind Aaron last year for a bit opens up a lot more for us on goal, and just any way that I can support.
Working with Eric Raiselman right now.
Have that typical leadoff guy.
Bellinger can't track it down.
Aggressive when I want. I'm going to stay.
Spot. 3-2 game approach. Just plug me in.
21 games, 193.
Runner will advance to third.
Well, that's the case.
Now, you look like you fooled a guy with a four-seamer.
Everyone's a big fan of Wellesley in this organization.
With kettlebells, I know you like working.
Oriented, and guys, when the season starts, you don't mind the night.
Got a couple of bats, couple ground ball out. Off the top of the wall. It's flown out to right and left field. Runner will tag. The runner will. Loperfido is. 1-1 pitch. Of Vivas. Chopper right up the line. 8 fans in attendance for tonight's ball. 0-2. The third inning. 0-2 pitch to Bellinger and third baseman. 1-2 remaining. Besides Heineman, one into shallow left field. Heineman will settle. 5-3 Blue Jays lead it on the out on Sportsnet. To right field. 2-1 pitch from Brewer. And right, stretching it for 2. Will he
Throw might have gotten Class A at second.
0-1. To right center field. Adrian Pinto will get hit. Gets it on his hands.
It's not that important, honestly.
Can you give us a little?
Nothing earth-shattering, but
Try and schedule something there. This third meeting, but
kind of focus on,
those names on this pitching staff.
same with Devin with the changeup.
The hype has been elevated. Even
You're coming into kind of a black, and then Jimenez. You'll be all right.
Connie, always a pleasure.
Pitcher in for the blue. Come around to score. A lot of people thinking his numbers need to be. Yankees fans.
Was hurt most of the.
Alexander Vargas is at third. 1-0 pitch from Yarbrough to Hardman.
Sometimes he would.
Chop to third and foul. Payoff pitch coming to Hardman. And throw. At T2T.org. 49 games. Everybody covering the game and everybody going. Javon Ward took over for Dalton Varp. So that one out to right field. The bottom of the 7th on the Montefiore.
Yes.
The way he'd come out of that.
When I was in high school and then
Candidacy.
Idaho and Portland, and that has not been to the World Series.
Always the team player.
Traded over to the Yankees. The NY on my chest.
Yankees.
And Aaron Boone said that to allow Schmidt to continue to.
What's happening with the rotation? Up on that one into left for a 2-out base hit.
Came up with the when your arm gets tired.
Way and a man on first.
A lot of times when that rule was with arm, your stuff might not.
The Yankees.
See some time in the field.
Gabrielson sneaks the artistry and the different way he.
During the year. In a game that you needed to win or lose.
And the runner, he'll score standing up. 2 runs in, man on first.
Didn't know if he was going to be up.
What they had, they'd scouted these.
You wouldn't probably see him on the mound because of his fat.
The big leg kick, like what?
Power, but it just jumps on you.
So stepped up big time in the postseason. Right center field. Chopper, and that's off the glove of Marstio is the hitter. Tyler Hardman at first. It looks, it's a semblance of lefty Ryan Anderson in for the here in the top of the ninth. Can see if they can turn two. To Watley.
And even with one out, you're third.
A big strikeout here. Again. Wrap up the 0-1 pitch. They get the lead runner on rally to try and tie or win the and coming up in just a bit. But the Blue Men raced around and scored from second. Younger.
4 games.
Everson Pereira.
The runners in the scoring position to get
1-1 pitch to Pereira. Here comes the 2-2 to Pereira. 1 run will score.
here in a big league game.
2 runs in, man on first.
You got to start today. Somebody got hurt. Didn't know if he was going to be up.
He signed Del Duque. I mean, teams knew what they had. They'd scouted these players.
Nowadays, you wouldn't probably see him on the mound because it's fast.
Him or had seen the big leg kick, like, well,
it might be 88 to 91 miles an hour, but it just jumps on you. It looks
with the Yankees and one with the White Sox, so stepped up big time in the postseason. Lifting that one out to right center field. Is he?
Yeah. Gar going now.
Goes from second, and a chopper, and that's off the glove of Martin. Second and 2 away, and Jackson Castillo is the hitter. Tyler Hardman at first.
60. It's like hitting rocks.
I mean, it's called playing golf. It looks, it's a semblance of take a 6-5 lead. The lefty Ryan Anderson in for the. Martinez with a leadoff base hit here in the top of the ninth. And a chopper to second. See if they can turn 2. Anderson's 1-1 to Watley.
Nobody out, you're not going on contact. And even with one out, you'll
have Javon Ward, who does have speed at third. See if you can get a big strikeout here. So you turn a double play, you can get wrap up the 0-1 pitch to short. They get the lead runner. Montero is batting. Yankees now need to rally to try and tie or win the. We'll detail what happened coming up in just a bit. But the Blues scored from third easily. Rodin raced around and scored from second. The pitcher is Hayden Younger.
A 4.19 ERA in 54 games.
Out in 68 2/3 innings. Everson Pereira
Sacrifice the runners into scoring position to get.
1-1 pitch to Pereira. Just misses outside. Here comes the 2-2 to Pereira. Payoff pitch. Center field. Can't get it. 1 run will score.
Getting a chance to show their skills here in a big league game.